Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS. Okay, so our last episode we did, I talked a little bit about housewives, and we had a lot of people write in wanting to know a little bit more kind of behind the scenes. So I thought we would dig into that, especially because I had the privilege of living it for 5 years of my life.
Well, so Savannah Chrisley was just on The View, and she was talking, she grew up on reality TV, and one of the things they asked her, which by the way, she did great on The View, and I think The View ladies did great with her. They had like good, respectful conversation. It was good. But one of the things they asked her was like, was the show real? And she said, no, like there really wasn't anything that we just like organically did on our own or anything. Like we were kind of told what to say or how to react. Do you feel like that was your experience?
Yes and no. I would say in real life, you're given talking points, right? So if I was going, say, to Brandy's house, you're also given where to go. It's not like you say, oh, this week I'm doing this. They're pretty much like you're filming this person. They give you they have it all storyboarded out too, by the way. And then if you don't do what they want you to do, they'll kind of flip the storyboards. But I did go into the office one day and everybody had a sticky note, a different colored sticky note.
Wait, you got in the office?
Yeah.
Oh.
So everyone had a different colored sticky note.
Do you remember someone was fired for letting...
Oh.
Do you remember this?
What?
This was after, what was the episode where you were like, Jesus help me, when Leanne smashed a glass on the ground?
That was, I think, season 3. I think that was Carrie's last season, or was it?
It was Brandy's party.
Brandy's party.
It was a white party. It was in Deep Ellum.
Yes. Okay, yes.
It was, what was the purpose of it though? It was a Winter Wonderland party. Maybe it was the Brandyland launch party.
No, because I don't know. I remember this. Everyone was wearing white. I remember what you're saying, but I don't know exactly what it was for. We had to throw a party every year. So
I think it was season 2. Well, I remember someone that was a friend of a cast member.
Yes.
Who was married, went home with a crew member. Got drunk and left with this guy that was on the crew. And he took her to the production office.
Oh, yes.
And they had a little rendezvous. And then he was fired because she saw all the storyboards.
Yes, I did hear. Yes, I did hear of that. It was not my friend, by the way. Still not my friend, by the way. I think she's still married.
She is.
Yeah, Lord. And she's a hot mess of a person. I can say that with certainty. My full chest. Yeah. And yes. So they are. So everyone has different colors. But even whenever I would go into our production office in LA, they would have everything like colored with here's the deal. Also probably to make sure that everyone's in it a little bit because it's probably hard to figure out. So I don't know what color I was. I hope I was pink just to piss Cameron off. Just kidding. Blue's my favorite color. So I hope I was blue. But everyone had their own color and it was sticky notes. And that's kind of where the story was. And then I think if something happened different than what they expected, they would have to pivot that story, but they know where they want it to go. But you always have free will. That's the thing. So even though I remember one thing I did that I really wish I didn't do. I think it was the beginning of season 2, and Marie and Leanne were like at it after season 1 because of that poop in a basket stupid thing, right? And we were sitting at the park. It was me, Cameron, maybe Carrie Duber, if I'm not mistaken. And Marie had done like all these police reports on Leanne.
On like a blog post.
Posted them, right? And they wanted them on the show. And all of us were like, absolutely not. So then they were like, Stephanie, you can make it funny. Like you are the one to do this. Like you can make it light and funny and da-da-da-da-da. So I was like, okay. I'll do it. I'll try to make it lighthearted. And I wish I didn't do that because that's something that I felt like was mean-spirited for her to even put those out there. And also they weren't anything even big, right? Like they were just stupid. Like they were just, like nothing crazy. It's not like she like tried to kill somebody. I mean, it was like little, like, I don't even remember what it was, but I don't think they were like big things. It was something really silly. And so that's one thing. And that also taught me a lesson because I had to go and be like, take ownership for that. And I was like, I never wanted to do that in the first place. Like, I really was like, this is a horrible idea. Whoever does this is going to be bad. She's going to want to kill them. But I did it because I was like, okay, well, they're right. With these 3 people, I'm the only one that makes sense, and I thought at the time I could go in, and I remember saying one word incorrect. Like, I was trying to make it funny. Like, I remember saying one word incorrectly over and over because I was like, if I make it where I am so stupid in reading this, then people will like laugh more about my stupidity than anyways. But it was not good, and I do regret that. So what I'm saying is you have free will. Like, I could have said no, and they would have probably forced somebody else to do it, right? But you have to kind of pick and choose your battles. And for me, I was like, okay, well, I always say no to everything, so I'll do this.
Well, I think you have to pick and choose too, whether you are the topic or you're talking about the topic every season. Like, either there is a fire on you or a fire around you.
Yeah, but you don't know that. I mean, people could make something up about you and you never know they're mad about you. But if you're smart, if you ever are listening to this and you become on a reality TV show, you know when your butt's to the fire before anything even starts. If you're the last person to show up at a group event, you are targeted. It's just the way it is. If they have you drive around for an hour, you better start sweating. You are the topic. You are the topic, and it's going to suck for you. And you just got to like go in with your guard up, don't drink a lot, and figure out how to survive the night. Okay. So you kind of figure it out. If you're like one of the first people, you're like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I am just like, I'm in this mix, but I'm not like, but it sucks. Also, if you have a soul, it's hard to watch other people fight. And like, I don't know. I always just knew that even though it's a silly TV show, the audience can be really brutal sometimes. So it's just hard to set and like watch people say the wrong things or do that, like not have constructive conversations. But if you had constructive conversations, it'd be like the Dr. Phil show and people would be like, oh, they're boring. So but you could always tell whose feet were to the fire. And then if you had a really good friend, it's always good to have like one, at least really good friend, because you'll call and tell each other what you filmed. Mm-hmm. So you have a heads up.
Mm-hmm. But like, you do like, kind of live in that little world for like 3 months. So other people don't really know what's going on besides the people that are on your show.
Yes. And it's very toxic because you eat and breathe a life that is not real. Mm-hmm. Like, it really is.
That drama really doesn't matter.
It does not matter. And it's really not real life, but it is because you're filming this and you know that you're going to have consequences.
And the only people you talk to are talking about that little situation that's not become a big situation. And whether it's crew or cast.
Oh yeah. And then, you also, they can edit you any way they want. Mm-hmm. So it's terrifying. It's not like what you lived may not be what was shown. And you're very aware of that. So it's scary. So even if you don't have a bad season, you still sweat it all year. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember sweating it so bad. I really, like when I got super, super drunk at Deandra's engagement party, I think this was top of season. Maybe, I don't know if it was season 2 or was it 4?
Maybe it's 3.
3. I think it was, I don't know, 3 or 4. I was so nervous because I just was having so much fun. I
felt like that was one of your best scenes.
But I did not know if people would hate a drunk me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I know I am annoying. Like, if I drink a whole lot, You jumped
on that man's lion?
Yes. Like, I just want to have fun. Like, I really do. And you can either join me or you can watch me, but I'm going to have fun. And I know that about myself. So I got really nervous because I did not know what I look like. I was like, oh my God, I'm sure my Spanx were showing. I'm sure like I'm so obnoxious. I'm sure, You
had anxiety afterwards.
I had such anxiety and also knowing that they can make you look, any way they want. Like so I did not know, and I sweated that for like 6 months.
Oh, I felt like people loved that.
Well, people were nice. People liked it, but I did not know until I watched it. Like they could have made it funny and lighthearted, but they also could make it look like I was an alcoholic, hiding a problem. I don't know. You never know with people.
Something Stephanie did that I think was so smart was she had a special wine bottle that she would pull out when she was filming, usually at your house.
Yeah.
And tell people what was in your special wine bottle.
Oh, half wine, half water. So
it was apple juice, wasn't it?
No. I would still have a little wine.
Oh, I thought you had apple juice in it.
No. It's half wine, half water.
Oh, whenever I made it, it was apple juice.
Oh yeah, but it was, and a lot of times whenever we were filming, I would go to the bathroom because they didn't follow you in there, and I'd pour half my wine out and fill it with water. I don't care if I'm drinking poo. At least I know I'm not going to get overserved. Like that is, yes.
Well, those are your housewife tips of the day.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break real quick, but we will be right back. All right, so Stephanie, one more question before we wrap. Is there anything that your kids have said about the show now that you're off? Like, do you think their friends are more aware of it?
I think all their friends know that I did a TV show. I get a lot of clout from my children for TikTok. So
isn't that interesting?
It's so interesting. They don't care about my Instagram, but they really care about TikTok.
What do they say about your TikTok?
They just, we were in Montana, and I, for some reason, was just doing TikToks in Montana during Christmas. I think because I was bored, and people liked one. And if I get a response, then I'll just be like, okay, well, I'll do a few more until somebody says something mean, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a week off. And that's kind of how I roll. And then, but people are so nice. People are really nice on TikTok normally. Like some people are like, you got to get a life. And I think that's accurate, but I'm going to keep making stuff anyway. But so I remember doing a bunch of TikToks in Montana over Christmas. And one of them was like outfit of the day. I was going skiing. It was like this very Elsa blue ski onesie, right? That I had purchased. And I did like an outfit of the day before I went skiing. And then I did a bunch of TikToks that kind of blew up because I was showing that my Montana house. So my kids and I were skiing. I did not want to go skiing that day because it was so foggy. I'm not a great skier, although I look like I could be because my outfit was on point. Like it's, like
as long as you dress the part.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm dressing, people think, wow, she's great. And then they're like, wow, she is slow. So we're skiing around and I'm struggling because I can barely see. And then these people go over, my kids and I skiing, and they're like, oh, it's the TikTok lady. And I was like, I wonder if my kids heard that. And I was mortified because I was like, oh, as a TikTok lady, I need to be a better skier. I need to really work on this. So that way I give the people what they want. And like they're expecting high, like, a lot from me at this moment. Yeah. So, and let me tell you, I did not wear that blue suit the rest of the trip. I was like so stressed out. I went back to my old ones. And then I was skiing with Chance and Cruz. I was like, I'm struggling. Can we please go home? Like, you guys, I would, I just can't. Like, I can't. And Cruz was like, Mom, did you hear those people on the gondola on the lift? And I said, no. And I did. And I was like, no.
Say it again, though.
What did they say? And they yelled that you're look at, it's a TikTok lady. And I was like, oh my gosh, I must be TikTok famous then. So stupid. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's like my kids are great. They were so young that I don't think it did not affect them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like they didn't get made fun of school. I really tried to protect them and not have them on a ton. My mother-in-law, who has now passed, she was an amazing lady, but she was very proper, and she would like get so like she hated it when my kids did not act like perfect little angels.
Which Cruz was always...
He was always mischievous.
Well, yes. Chance, though, would get nervous.
Yes.
And when he would get nervous, he would like act out on camera. Cruz was smart. He knew the cards he had in his hand when that camera was on and when it was time to ask for something.
Yeah,
he was good. He'd negotiate.
Yes.
He's like, I'll film this, but I want $50.
Yes. Now I told Chance, I said, listen, if you ever make me mad or just do really bad in school, I'm gonna put on my TikTok that episode where we did hip hop dancing because you wanted to learn how to be a hip hop dancer, you and Cruz. And we did those dancing classes.
My goodness.
So I
forgot about that.
Like one time I walked in and Cruz was trying to watch Housewives of Dallas. And I said, no, let's not. I said, babe, you're too young. Please, let's not. Like when you are old enough, we'll watch it together and we'll talk about it. But like, let's not. This was a few years ago. I was like, let's not do this. It's not a child appropriate. And
wait, there was that shot of Cruz like cat crawling to the camera.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, you have to find that.
It was horrible.
There are even some old TikToks that if I just search your name, I'll see like from like 2020 and little Chance and Cruz that if those got discovered by their friends today, they would be done.
Yeah, it's
done.
not good.
It's great, actually.
Oh my God, it's so funny. But no, right now those have not gotten discovered, so they still love their mama. But yeah, they did not hate it. The thing that they did not like, and honestly, the thing that was really hard for my marriage, if I'm going to be completely honest, was whenever the show was going on, and I would say maybe 2 years after, going out with my family to dinner, going on trips, doing like anything that was out and about, because I would have a lot of people come up to me, and it did not bother me, but I could tell that my kids, they just wanted to have a moment with their mom, right? And I think, and a lot of people were so gracious and kind, because they would even say, oh, I saw you, but you were with your family, so I didn't. But if people come up, I'm always going to try to be as nice as possible.
But I feel like they would like you being known as a TikTok lady. They'd be like, my mom's TikTok famous.
Yeah, now they don't care. Now if people come up, they don't care. But there was a time where it was it was like constant, right? Like everywhere we went, there would be a bunch of people. And now it's not like overwhelming. But back in the day for little kids, that was a little overwhelming. And back in the day for Travis and I, it was really hard to navigate our marriage. Marriage is really hard. There's a reason. I mean, I would say there's a reason that a lot of people's marriage who are in reality TV does not make it. And it's really hard. It's really, really, really hard. Because going on date nights was really hard. Like we would go out, and I did not really, there was a time where I really did not like to go out and leave my house, because I just felt like I was
Mind you, she started leaving her house about a year ago.
Yes, like yeah. But there was a time because I would feel like I just let Travis down the whole time. Like people would come up. I remember one time we were at, I think it was like Town Hearth or Nick and Sam's one, and there were like a line of people coming to like take pictures and say hi, and Travis was so annoyed with me. But also I'm like, what do you want me to do? Because like, I'm grateful for these, like people are being nice, but also it can be overwhelming. And I felt like it was hard to like go out and have a romantic night with my husband and let loose and have fun and get drunk. And because you always felt like you were being watched.
Do you feel like your family feels differently about that now?
Yeah. Like now, I mean, I feel like my marriage is probably in the best place it's been in.
But like, do you mind if people come up to you in public now?
No. And Travis is the same, but it's very different because you're not on TV. People don't see you all the time. People aren't, but back in the day, it was a lot. Like, you were with me a lot. It was a lot. But now, no, like people come up and they're like, but it's not like so many. It's not like every place you go, there's like 10 people. No, it's just like 1 or 2, but no, not at all. But I think back then it was a little overwhelming, because also people want to like, I was very worried about like gossiping about the other girls, because I didn't want it to go viral somewhere. So people would want to come up and like have me give them the scoop on all these people that were on the show with. And I was like, I had to lie and be like, she's great. And then no, but I'm also not going to like have this person go after me because, somebody's recording me saying that. So I just had to always, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I always had to go and minimize things. And I don't know. I think I'm too aware of creating drama for myself.
Well, that's the tea.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. You can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS. Bye.
Yay Media Group.